You're listening to the European Parliamentary Research Service podcast on the EU space policy.
Space applications have never been so down to earth. Today, thanks to satellites orbiting thousands of kilometres above our heads, we can see when our bus will come, detect forest fires, and even predict the course of a typhoon. But with an increasing number of countries getting access to space, the EU better make sure its space strategy is fit for the future.
Thanks to technological breakthroughs, launching a satellite into space has never been so easy or cheap.
And space applications and services are also booming, especially in areas such as transport, energy, climate change, migration, or defence and security. But is Europe making the most of this new opportunity?
According to a study by the European Parliament, the European downstream space market is highly fragmented and constrained by policy barriers, governance problems, technical issues, and a lack of skills. So the answer is there's still room for improvement.
With its space policy, the EU wants to use space-related technology to tackle some of today's most pressing challenges, such as fighting climate change, stimulating technological innovation, and improving the lives of EU citizens.
Between 2014 and 2020, the EU will spend over 12 billion euros on the implementation of its two main space programmes: satellite navigation with the Galileo programme and Earth observation with Copernicus, and to support space research through Horizon 2020, the biggest EU research and innovation programme ever.
But competition in space is getting tough. Although only 9 countries in the world have direct access to space for commercial and military activities, many are learning fast. At the moment, over 60 states or organisations have some level of space capability.
Such a rapid growth of countries with an interest in space has sparked debates about the long-term sustainability of space activities.
Considering there are an estimated 700,000 dangerous debris objects in the Earth's orbit, with the potential to seriously damage operational satellites, solutions are urgently needed.
Ever-crowded orbits also increase the potential for conflict. That's why the international community is working out new rules to guide states' behaviour in space and prevent a new era of Star Wars.
Space-based capabilities also play a vital role for national security and defence. Satellites allow us to monitor military build-up worldwide, and enhanced security of satellite communications makes them invaluable at the highest political and military levels.
So how strong is the EU as a space actor? Let's take a look.
Well, it was only in 2009 that the EU's competence in space was recognised by the Lisbon Treaty. The European Commission published its first plan for an EU space strategy in 2011. 2 years later, the EU space industrial policy stressed the need to achieve technological non-dependence, security of supply, and maintain independent access to space.
The new policy, welcomed by Parliament and Council, also called for a European launcher policy that would give the EU more independence in access to space, and for less fragmentation of regulation, standards and markets. But time has come for a renewed European space strategy. Now, how will that look?
The new strategy, which is to be adopted by the end of the year, is expected to set out a vision for the development of a European space policy that maximises the societal and economic benefits of the EU's investment in space capabilities.
In January 2016, the Commission announced 5 main priorities: to tap into the commercial potential of space applications and services, to ensure a non-dependent, reliable and cost-effective access to space, to increase synergies between space and defence, to better support space research, and to address the question of governance of space in Europe.
In April 2016, a public consultation was launched to get the opinions of member states, stakeholders and the European Space Agency.
The European Parliament is set to vote on a resolution encouraging the Commission to present a comprehensive, ambitious and forward-looking strategy focused on the market uptake of space data, including a clear European space industrial policy and a more simplified framework for EU space activities.
This resolution will be submitted to a plenary vote in June, together with another highlighting the key role of space-based capabilities for European security and defence, and calling on the Union to ensure non-dependence for access to space and critical space technologies.
Will the EU's new space strategy help Europe maintain its competitive edge and maximise the benefits for the European citizens and economy? We'll be following the debate.
You're listening to the European Parliamentary Research Service podcasts.